artist from Aro-Tarot here, and yeah, I actually have filmed like 3 videos. Yeah, three. 2 of them being edited. 1 of them just needs to be put together. And like, honestly, like, the one's okay. It just was an unboxing, and I just was way too tired to put that up. And then, like, the other 2, the audio's kind of garbage anyway. So, basically kind of summing up those 2 in this. So, yeah, this is basically kind of like a November vlog, basically vlog. But also, like, partly half of the first half of December. Yeah, I just was so tired. Like, there was maybe a week and a half, mid-November, where I couldn't even stay awake, like, at all. Like, I literally, like, could stay awake maybe about 5 hours, and then I'd be exhausted and need to go to bed. It just was absolutely terrible. Like, I don't know why it was happening. Like, we think we might know why, like, health stuff. I'm finally, like, actually awake for the day, because even after that, like, there'd just be periods of times where I just, all of a sudden, I just got tired, and I just couldn't do anything or think straight. And, like, literally when I'm like that, like, it's hard enough, like, having issues with concentration, but, like, when I'm tired, like, forget that. Like, Mountain Dew, like, you caffeine, you help me for when I need to focus. Since you're the only drug I'm taking, caffeine. And honestly, like, need to see the doctor about that too. But, like, caffeine can help me so much. But if I'm tired, caffeine's ability of helping me concentrate is very much limited. And yes, Mountain Dew, so lots of caffeine. Mountain Dew, like, is, see, that's the thing, like, it would have been so nice, it would be so nice if Mountain Dew could actually, like, wake me up, but caffeine doesn't do that to me. I could literally freaking drink a sugary ass freaking Starbucks frappe, which is like the only freaking like frappuccino, like that stuff. Like those are like the only drinks I would drink. No, that's a Dunkin' Donuts. The chai, vanilla chai, Dunkin' Donuts. I had it and it was good. But yeah, I don't like coffee, but like I could even have like a freaking like Kickstart, which is like, you know, a Mountain Dew company, and like it does nothing because like literally caffeine does not affect my brain in that way. Instead it just works basically like a low-grade Adderall. And just helps me concentrate and focus a bit more. Obviously not as strong as like what Adderall would probably do. Like, can I have some Adderall, please? Like, doctor, can I be under that medication again like when I was a kid? Which that one was a not stimulant one. No, yeah, not stimulant one. It was I can't remember the name of it. It was like, can I please, I need help focusing, like, I have things like schoolwork. You know, like, Mountain Dew only gets me so far. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, just me being tired. I'm on a tangent right now. I can't stop talking. Like, you gotta help me talk. But, yeah, like, what is it, like, next week, we're gonna call to see if I get, like, approved by a doctor. So, like, I could have, like, you know, an actual doctor that I can go to be like, yo, doc, I don't feel well. Like, oh, you know, like, here's a checkup, you know. Because I have not had a doctor since, yeah, my only doctor I've ever had was a pediatrician that I obviously stopped going to when I was 18 and too old to go to the pediatrician place, so, yeah, I can't really, do anything till I have a doctor that can refer to me to specialist doctors. I don't know why I'm talking like this. But yeah, health stuff. So I haven't really been getting anything done. Even schoolwork. Freaking, oh my god, so tired. But yeah, there's obviously some health issues. Don't know what yet. But I'll end up finding out. You know, when I can get an appointment and then get into the appointment. You know, doctor stuff. But yeah, so I was too tired to even, like, put that video up. Because it was, I think, right after I did the unboxing of that deck, which I have the deck actually over there. Like, right there. Like, right after that is when I started getting tired, and I was like, no, I don't want to do anything. And then, like, even in, like, my, like, basically vlog for November that I filmed, and, like, the video after that, which I was trying to do it, like, with my headset and filming, but I think what I'm going to have to do in order to do any audio like that is to do more of, like, a speed paint style, like, have it already filmed, take that, and then, like, cut the audio out from that, and then, like, do the speaking in, Premiere Pro. And then have Premiere Pro muted because, oh my god, like, when I did that before for the channel, for painting that one Oracle deck, like, it was so weird just hearing myself talk in my headset. Oh, I hated that. But yeah, like, I could maybe, do that, for some things. Especially since currently I don't have that extra light in my room, so, like, all this light's just coming from my computer screens, because I only ever keep one light bulb in my light. Since my light, for some reason, always tends to be the one that wants to burn out the most. Yeah, so, I've just been tired. Basically what all I've really done is be tired. We had our sewing guild party, so we did that. Obviously, I did not win any of the raffle baskets, and neither did my Nana, because we're cliques and we don't win giveaways. I've won, like, a giveaway, like, once, and there wasn't that many people in it, and it was an outfit for Final Fantasy XIV, and it's so pretty. I love those shoes. Those shoes are so pretty. Even the top. Like, the only thing I don't like is the bottom, because they're literally just, like, underwear to go under the top. And then some, like, decoration on the legs. That top, those shoes, those are gorgeous. Yeah, I did that. Mostly I just not been really doing anything. Because I've just been too tired to do anything. Like, my app, like, my game that I play, can only get me so far in doing anything chores or anything related. But there were some things, like, I have completely neglected my decks, like, so badly. I'm so sorry. Like, I know once January starts, I want to try using my planner, and I'm going to try freaking, get schedule-y, because that actually does help. And now that I have a game where it's like, gonna lose life if you don't do the thing, Dad's not be like, oh my god, I better do it, that'll help me with motivations. But yeah, I've been not doing, like, any readings, like any daily draws or anything. However, I have at least been exploring tarot in a completely new way, and since, like, 10 minutes ago, or, like, like, whenever, like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that thing. Like, I should do that, and then I came in here, and I was gonna do that, and I'm like, I'm in the mood of films, let's film. So, like, in that matter of time, I came up with, like, the other way that I'm just gonna explore tarot. So the first way is actually literally all in this notebook. And it's literally just, here is the simple, oh my god, like, I started doing all that in pencil, and I went to the pen. Literally just the simple plot summaries. So basically, I've actually been neglecting this. I'm still on chapter 5, but that's just because I was too tired, and then I was like, I want to draw. Also, I need to catch up on some schoolwork. So, yeah, but basically, I'm exploring tarot in a, writer, like, fool's journey kind of way. Like, it's kind of a fool's journey, but kind of not. Each chapter is inspired by a major card, And the main character I see her as kind of the fool, but in the same way the audience is actually the fool as well. Like, you, the listeners, as the narrator says, because, you know, I have written in that style, because I just really liked writing like that. But yeah, it's not even, like, kind of like, oh, and then, like, the fool, like, meets this thing, or, like, does this thing, you know, like, your typical kind of thing. It's just each chapter's inspired by the cards. So it's kind of like a cool way to explore the majors, and like, gosh darn it, like, Charlotte, my main character, she is so freaking cute, like, she's so cute, like, I don't have any, my pictures are digital of her, like, that I've colored at least, but she's like, she's so cute, actually, no, I don't think, I think I have, oh, wait, I do have it on my phone, but I don't think you can see it off my phone if I'm showing it up to the camera. I do not know how exactly to insert images. I just use Premiere Pro to put everything together. Would this even show up on the camera from my phone? Oh my god, you kind of can see it. Maybe if I turn the lighting down? Still not too much. But yeah, like, literally, she's just got the cute brown hair. She's, like, shortish and curvy, and she wears, like, these big old round glasses. Camera died, so hopefully it's fine, because I actually did start filming again, but my phone kept going off with texts, with information that I already knew, because I was already told, literally, like, what, like, 3 hours ago, like, stop repeating things, you know, like, at least I have a reason why I repeat things. Like, I literally just can't remember, you know, like, but whatever. But yeah, anyway, like, that was just Charlotte. And the story's actually a fan fiction. I'm just writing it for, like, the fun of it. Like, this is, I have been meaning to, like, work on, like, the book ideas that I have. Like, the one I have rewritten at least 4 times now. I have written it completely all the way through once. And I have, like, I've had, like, every single chapter planned out for, like, a few of the other times. I just was like, it needs to be written better, it needs to be written better. And now, this time, for that one, I just want to, like, just take it and just take the whole story and make it better. Like, the plot is still relatively the same, but I've, like, changed, like, a big aspect of it. Like, I wouldn't say it's the biggest aspect, but, like, kind of, like, instead of having it be, like, oh, like, you know, like, our bands know each other, like, and we're getting on tour, so let's hang out. Instead, it's, like, more so, they're all friends, and the one character is moving back to the city. So, it's gonna be making some new friends, but also only one of the old friends even still likes him. So I was like, yes! And it's just, yes. But I need to, like, the beginning needs to be a little bit reworked then because of the change. The story's still gonna pretty much be almost exactly the same, except for obviously, like, the changes. So, like, I just haven't really, like, I'll be like, I want to write, but, like, nothing, like, I can't bring myself to, like, just focus on it. So I was like, I need to write. So, like, I was actually gonna work on a different fanfiction first, because, like, I've always written since I was, like, a kid, like, really little. Like, I remember, like, there was one time, with my one story, like, I used to write more so, like, in the form of, like, a movie script, almost. I don't know why I did that as a kid. I was like, it'd be, like, an epic movie, I guess, is what my mindset was. But then, like, ooh, what grade was that? Like, maybe, like, 5th grade, maybe? 4th grade? I took, like, the idea of it, and, like, I turned it into, like, a book, that, like, I had in, like, a binder, and I think it was, like, 80 pages long of, like, obviously, you know, like, handwriting 80 pages long. Only some of the pages were typed out. But, like, still, like, pretty good for an elementary school student. And I just kind of kept writing, and then sometimes I get out of it. But the one thing that always kept me writing, and what I wrote, like, a lot, even, like, that had some, like, fan fiction elements, kind of. But, like, fan fiction was always, like, that thing that, like, would just keep me writing. So I figured that I would just write fan fiction for myself. And this one, like, it has, like, because the basic plot of it is, I do actually have it on my phone. Besides I'm just reading the summary, I'll just explain it. So, like, the basic kind of thing is there's Charlotte and Amy and their friends, and Charlotte goes over to the UK to visit her friend, because, like, it's not like Amy could come back over, like, especially now, because when the story, like, really starts, her father just died, so that's not gonna happen. So, you know, she's there to help her friend, and then, like, Charlotte, and it's one of those, I've seen it, like, a bit, but I don't really see it much anymore, and I think part of it's just I read on Archive of Our Own now, and not, like, some of the other sites that I used to read on. But then also, I usually read, like, slash fanfiction. Like, you know, I don't really read much, like, character slash OCs anymore. Instead, it's more like, got the cute boy and the cute boy. And, like, you see they should be in a relationship. And it's like, yes, I can see this. Like, give me the cuteness. Like, give me some great stories. Like, some of them are just so freaking good. Like, I've read some books, and I've read some fan fictions, and some of those fan fictions are way better than some of those books that I've read. Like, there's some really good fan fictions out there. like, this is novel worthy. But yeah, it's not really a trope you see in, like, slash fan fiction, like, or just anything where characters are, like, together. Like, it's not really happening. The closest you'll get is, like something like Half That Way, like, kind of like the one fan fiction I want to write. It's, like, kind of half that, but, like, not really. And the idea is that you have, like, a character from, like, our world, and it's usually a girl, because, like I said, it's usually, like, that hot character from the show or book / your OC, because literally that's pretty much what it is, just romance, just really trashy romance novel. But that's, like, the trope. Like, you just take a character, and then, like, she ends up in the other world. And I've read, like, a few that I've liked. Most of them I've not really liked. I just like the idea, because I feel like there's a lot you could, like, obviously the structure of it is, like, pretty much the same, but, like, you could play around with the idea just from, like, I think there's 4 that I've read that I've actually liked. And the one was pretty much kind of, like, basic, but, like, it was written really well, and I was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? It was like reading, like, a trashy romance novel, but, like, better. I've never really read a trashy romance novel. Like, the best I've gotten is, like, trashy fan fiction romances, but, like, this one was, like, a bit better. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe because it felt a bit more mature than the ones that I've read that are fan fiction like that. I don't know. And just mature, like, in the writing style. And then there was the one that was also by the same author, so, like, obviously I like that one too. And then there's, like, 2 Dragon Age ones that I've read. Both of them kind of, like, took the route that I went with mine, where, like, the character doesn't know anything about the world. Charlotte does not really know anything about the world. Like, it's a show, and that show does not exist in her world. I think it's very interesting the things that you could do, like, if your character does know. Like, imagine, like, the character knows about the stuff that happens in, like, Dragon Age Inquisition, and then you end up in the world, whether it's, like, as the Inquisitor, or, like, as a friend to, like, that will help the Inquisitor and stuff. Like, could you imagine, like, if you knew, like, all the details, like, you know who's gonna betray you, you know, that the place that you're in is gonna get attacked, like, you know, this and that, but, like, should you say something? Should you say something and, like, save, like, some hundreds of lives? Or should you not say anything because you know that they're gonna end up winning? Like, yeah, like, you get an advantage, but, like, with that advantage, it might change the villain's tactics, and so then you won't know if you're gonna win. Like, I don't know, like, the whole thing can get really psychological, you know, like, it kind of makes me think of, like, Imitation Game, and like, which is based on like the actual stuff that happened, you know, during World War II. Like, it kind of makes me think of that. Like, you could do that, but like it's a fan fiction. Like, I don't know. Like, I like stuff like that. One day I'll write one like that, because, gosh darn it, I can't even imagine like what certain characters would think, and then like what your character would think. Like, oh, or maybe have like 2 characters from the world go in, because that would. They could be clashing and it might be interesting, who knows, but I went on like a tangent about like fanfictions. But yeah, it's kind of like that. Charlotte ends up in the world of the TV show. She knows like the characters by name, but that's just because they're based on actual lore. But she doesn't know all that much about the lore, because that's Amy's specialty. Like, Charlotte's specialty is she's obsessed with Greek mythology. Like, that's what she likes reading. Or like that's Amy's specialty, so she doesn't really know much. And this world seems different than the lore anyway, so there's not really much that could really help, you know. And the story, it's kind of like a slash OC, but not really. And I think that's where it kind of gets a bit different, because usually, like, you'll have like the base plot, but like a lot of the times it's a romance kind of trope, you know. But my story is not a romance, because I don't really write romance anymore. Like, I'm gonna be writing I'm gonna be writing some of that like that slash fanfiction, because I have some ideas for some freaking romances. But like, yeah, like this one is not a romance. It is partly a love story. But the love story is more of like story B, you know. Story A, the main point is more so what's happening to Charlotte, just what she's going through. And just, yeah, like, kind of like, what does it mean to be human? Like, what does it mean, eventually even, like, what does it mean to be alive, you know? I think that kind of point, though, I have another fan fiction idea that I thought more on addressing more of, like, what does it mean to be human and more alive, where Charlotte's is gonna be, like, almost like, what does it mean, like, am I really still myself, kind of thing, because there's some stuff that's happened to Charlotte, and it continuously happens, that makes her, like, question, like, herself, and like what's happening to me. Like, that's the whole point, you know, like, oh my god, what's happening to me. And instead, like, the love story, which it's gonna end up being like queer platonic, because Charlotte's aromantic, although I do have a scene where it's like literally like kiss, and then it's like Charlotte's like, oh my god, like, this boy kissed me, he's gonna hate me. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna ignore him. Like, literally, I gotta pick on the characters at least a bit. Like, I'm a writer. Like, when you're writing a story, you're gonna pick on the characters. Like, that's always a thing, like, just picking on the characters. But yeah, like, it's just, like, that's more so, like, an emotional support system for her, for what she's going through, than, like, it being, like, the main, point, or I would even say as more prominent, with what you'd probably see in more romances. I'd say it's probably more prominent in, like, the beginning of the story, because, like, the beginning is kind of, like, just setting up, like, their bond and, like, her place in the world. But that's only, like, Act 1. See, the nice thing about tarot is you got the first act, you got the second act, you got the third act, and it goes really nicely with all of that. And so, like, you think, well, then Des is the Lover's card, where, like, no, it does not happen then. No. No. In fact, that literally just deals with the choice on whether she wants to tell her secrets or not. You know. To strengthen their bond. But, like, no, I don't read the Lover's card like that. Like, no. So, the Chariot then deals with him and his feelings, and then ends with that fucking kiss where it's like, oh my god, I don't want it. And then 8 will be, starting the arc, which deals more so with her thoughts. So, her thoughts on that is kind of what starts the arc, and then stuff starts to happen. specifically when you start getting to the end of chapter 9, The Hermit, because then you got the Wheel of Fortune coming in, so stuff starts to happen. But yeah, I'm just kind of, I'm just freaking talking about the story now. But like, yeah, I have like the whole story kind of planned out. I mean, it was a lot easier just having like tarot as a guide. I mean, like, literally the Fool's Journey is a story on its own, and it makes writing a lot easier. Like, especially, like, I know, like, having, the idea of planning stories in arcs can actually also help, too. Like, that's helped me, plan out this one story that I wanted to write, which, that one is literally just, everything is basic. Everything is basic, like, Kingdom of Light versus the Kingdom of Darkness. But then, actually, nothing is what it seems, and that's how it kind of ends. Like, it starts to reveal, like, maybe everything is not as it seems, and it's just, nope, literally, I just took those tropes and went by them by name, but they're actually not the tropes, like, boom, go read book 2 now. Like, that's that one. But yeah, I'm at least exploring tarot in a way, just not, by using the cards. I'm sorry, decks. I was looking at certain decks, though, when I was, like, trying to, like, amp myself up to, like, plan out the chapters and stuff. But yeah, I pretty much have the whole story planned out. I'm on chapter 5, which is the 6th chapter of the story, since, you know, I started with chapter 0, which is essentially the prologue, and then chapter 22 is going to basically be, or 21. Yeah, 21. There's 22 chapters in total, but it's chapter 21. But chapter 21 is going to be the, epilogue, which, yes. So those ones are the only short ones, but just in those, like, 5 chapters I've written, like, 16,000 words, which I wrote during the course of, like, November, so I actually did get a bunch written, you know, since, November is, National Novel Writing Month, which I didn't even go in, like, planning on writing. I was like, maybe I'll just use that inspiration for writing, and then I was like, I am writing a story, and I was, like, cranking it out. 4 took longer just because, the latter half of it was kind of boring, but, yeah, it's kind of what I've been doing. I just need to, get on the ball a bit and stop, like, drawing Charlotte, but yeah, is that dog hair? Dog hair in my mouth. You just get hair everywhere when you have, like, pets. But yeah, I have a frog in my throat, kind of. It's very annoying. But yeah, and then, I guess to finish this off, the other thing that I've just recently, like tonight, decided to do to try to get me, because I cannot remember to do certain things. Even with my app, like the game that I play, it still can be hard. Like, when I'm just tired and I'm just starting to come out of the hole, got stuff to do, you know, like, now I'm actually kind of awake. So, like, now I can actually start paying attention to everything. But, like, I cannot on my own remember to really do daily drawings. I really like to do them, and, like, weekly drawings and monthly drawings, but I cannot remember to do them on my own. So I thought, just to help me get back into it, to finish off December, and then January, I'm gonna freaking, like, get on the ball with using my planner and all that, like how I did when I started the year off, and then just slowly dwindled down as the months went by. Like, I'm gonna do that again, and hopefully not let it dwindle away at the end of the month. The end of the year, I mean. Yeah, so I thought, see, when I do daily drawings, I like to do, like, an oracle card, and then, like, 2 tarot cards, or, like, even, like, a tarot card from, like, a different deck, and then 2 tarot cards. I think, just to get back into it, I'll do a single card pull. But then I thought, I'm doing daily drawings. Like, drawings as in drawings, you know? So what if maybe, to help me get some inspiration, when I do my daily tarot draw, I could do a daily tarot draw for my drawings. So it could be like, I use the example of, like, I don't know, like, the Three of Swords. You could easily draw something for this Three of Swords if you're going like the Rider-Waite-Smith meaning. Like that's an easy prompt, you know, like just kind of like taking a card, like kind of getting a feel for it, whether it be a tarot or an oracle card, and then just kind of like using that as inspiration, like the feeling of it, to maybe like give me an idea to do something for my daily drawing. Because right now I'm kind of just drawing characters, and there's two like characters that like were unnamed, but like they are named now, and there's a picture of them together because they are so cute. like I need to draw more cute people and doing cute things. Because like these two are cute. Like I need some more cute people. Like where are the cute people? Like, but yeah, like just kind of like to give myself inspiration, and then if like I succeed and maybe draw like a page or a picture or something inspired by the card, then I'll like take the card and then like post it when I post like my daily drawings. Because right now I'm doing that on my Tumblr, which Tumblr's going through some stuff right now. But I'm also posting on my Instagram because okay, so hopefully there's enough battery to finish this off. I don't have the patience, you know, to just let it charge. Since it takes forever to charge. So I'm like, I'll let it charge while I'm in one dungeon. Yeah, I was like at the end anyway, so, oh yeah, so like, yeah, I'm just posting the pictures on Instagram, which I'll just put my Instagram down below. It's literally the same thing, but instead of a dash, it's like a, underscore? Is that what they're called? The dash that's on the bottom. Yeah, so that was pretty much it. Besides, I was like, I'm gonna show off my sketchbook. Which, first off, look at this. Look at this. This is where my pencils are. You just open it. You just open it up, and it's just pencils. And also, I even had pockets for like my pencil sharpener and my kneaded eraser. And I finished making this, I made the entire thing freaking yesterday. I had to finish it at home. I was like, I can't because Charles is the fix now. Yes, I caught my sewing machine's name's Charles Singer. But yeah, I made this to, put my, pencils in. So that I didn't have to go, I need a 2B. No, that's a 4B. That's a 6B. That's an HB. That's another HB. Dang it, where's my 2B? You know, so now I know where they all are. But yeah, so like I got the September Palettefull Premiere Pack because I was like sketchbooks, pens, pencils, kneaded erasers, blending stumps, all for $36 free shipping. Oh, sign me up. Like, and I was very surprised. When I got mine, I did not get the 3-pack of illustration pens. I got the 5-pack. So that was literally another $4 value, like, added on. But yeah, this is, I think I might have finished a sketchbook, like, once in my life. I've always hopped between sketchbooks and just drawing. I think the only ones I'd really focus on were when I was drawing in school, but I just switched between them so much. So I want to draw like every day and draw a lot and just improve. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to keep sketchbooks and I'm going to number them so I can't skip around. So this is the number 1 of me actually fucking doing shit, you know. And I drew a bee to match. I realized Crayola is not, I didn't know how people do this. Crayola is not pigmented enough to go in the black, but Prismacolor is, and I had some Prismacolor, so I used the Prismacolor to get the bee on, and this cute little design with the Des Quick sketchbook number 1. So it matches this, but also this is the same material that I used for the lining of my bigger satchel, so if I've got this and this, which honestly, like, if this would have to go in the bigger satchel, this isn't going to fit in my smaller one, because this is a little bit bigger, which right now it's just not wrapped up, that's why it's even bigger, but, yeah, so I don't have a cover picture yet. I want to have a picture here for like the cover. I need to thumbnail that out. I've seen like how some people do it, and I actually, it reminds me back when we did sketchbooks in art class. Every year, the first sketchbook of design would be to design your own cover. And then she would take the ones that she thought were the best and put them all up along the wall, and we got to vote on which ones. So first through third were in the front of our sketchbooks. Yeah, because I think it was just the grade, or was it everyone's grade? I don't know. It might have been just like, there's not very many Art 4 students. I think there was maybe like 6 of us, 7 at the most. No, probably more like 6 of us, and we were actually a bigger class. I've seen Art 4 classes, only like 4 students in it. But yeah, it was something like that. So it was kind of like before our sketchbooks were like, oh yeah, because I think we had to put the sketchbooks together at one point, like, because they were just kind of like ringed ones, but they were ringed so you could take pages out, like if you took a whole freaking thing apart. But you could, but yeah, I want to have like a welcome with like the date of like when I started, which that's easy to remember because I actually date all my pieces. And then I'll have the date when I finished, just like how we did it in school. So the next 2 pages, I've got them for swatches. I accidentally ripped this page out, so now I know these pages are very easy to rip out because they've got the, I don't know what those things are called, the dashes so you can rip stuff out, but like these ones are actually really good. So I've got like an extra piece of paper that I'm going to use for, I don't know, maybe like stuff to write down, or I don't know. This paper's not really like made for like markers, really. So maybe like if I started coloring with Prismacolor pencils, which I've lost most of mine. But yeah, just the stuff that I got. And then there's a thumbnail here for when I made I had like an idea, but I was like, but should I put this here with this? You know, let me make sure the bumblebee's right. And I actually started doing the daily drawing kind of thing in my other sketchbook, which I'm going to use that one in my other bigger one, that's a cheap one, for like bigger pieces that I can just scan and then like finish digitally on the computer. But I did like cut them out and like put them in. So got some Dragon Age fan art. And then my main Inquisitor in Dragon Age Inquisition. So I got Cullen and Bellavana. These ones I also tried like decorating, but it looks like garbage. So I figured how I'm gonna decorate the other ones. I'm gonna have like a little line of washi tape for just a little added color because I didn't like how this turned out. The decoration picture's fine. Well, I didn't like how this picture of Yvette came out. I messed up on the eye, and then I was like, it's inks because I was just kind of like messing around, like seeing how an image would look penciled with like ink around it. And then that's Maxie from Soul Calibur. I don't know why, but like the way I drew him, he looks like he'd be in Street Fighter, not Soul Calibur, which I thought was kind of funny. And then like I'm terrible at bodies, and I had a headache when I drew this one. But like this is like my cat if he was a human. And then we have Amy, who is Charlotte's friend, and like I honestly really like her character, and like I'm probably gonna like just write prequels and sequel one-shots to the fic once it's done, just so I can have Amy more in it, because she's only in the prologue and the epilogue, and I really like her as a character. She might just be like a sketchbook character that I just draw a bunch. Maybe she'll be a character on her own in her own story, who knows. And then we've got Junkrat from Overwatch, since I've been playing some Overwatch lately. And Junkrat's kind of always been one of my favorite characters. May has always been my favorite. Like, I remember when Overwatch came out and everyone was like, May is Faye. And I was like, yes, she is Faye. May is gorgeous and I love her. Like, literally, she's so freaking cute. Junkrat's another one that I really like. And then, this character is just a character I drew. I didn't have a name for him or anything, but now he is like a full-fledged character. Like, I was just like, you know, like, this could be, and then he could be, you know. So I've named him Gabriel. And then, of course, I also drew Quasimodo because Quasimodo is literally the cutest Disney character ever. Like, I will fight you. No, like, literally, A Hunchback of Notre Dame has always been, like, it's my favorite movie, like, as a kid, and then, like, it's my favorite movie now. I love The Hunchback of Notre Dame, like, the 1996 edition, which came out, like, literally, like, I love it. But Quasi, I just love him. He's, like, my favorite Disney character ever. Like, he's so cute. Like, I just always was like, oh my god, he's so cute. Like, Quasi, like, and he's just so kind, and, like, he's like, oh my god, I love you, Quasi. And it's weird, I'm older than Quasi now, by, like, 2 years now. OMGG. Wait, no, he's 20, so I'm 3 years older than him. Like, they mentioned the whole 20 years ago, like, 3 times in the movies. So that's how you know how old Quasi is. So then I drew this boy. This is a half-orc, and I was like, I need to give Gabriel, like, a cute half-orc boyfriend. Like, and so, Henry is based off a character that I wanted to actually roleplay in Pathfinder at one point. So, like, his character was kind of already full-fledged. And then I was like, I need to draw them together. They're so cute. And then this morning I got my new sketchbook, so that was my daily drawing, because I finished that, like, in the mornings. Like, I stayed up till, like, 4:30 in the morning, like, finishing it up. And then today, so far all I've drawn, which I want to draw a little bit, I'm getting tired, but I want to draw some more, but I've drawn my cat, Manson, which this says, Manson, our cute, was it cute little? Yeah, it's our cute little brat. So there's some pictures of Manson on my phone, and since he's not gonna sit still, like, well, I mean, he was sitting still, but he was sitting on my freaking pencils is what he was doing. But I just was looking at a few pictures on my phone. Like, I really like how this one, I feel like you can really see how much of an asshole he is, like, which Mom's like, he's not an asshole, he's more of a brat. And I'm like, yeah, but I like to call him our cute little jerk, or cute little asshole, you know, like, because I like my swearing. And then, like, Manson with his whole freaking, he's so cute when he's sleeping, or just, oh, he's so cute. Like, he's even cute when he's doing, like, his asshole face. Like, when he's just, I love it, it's so cute. That's why with, the picture I did of human Manson, I was like, okay, if I'm drawing Manson as a human, he needs to have this look like he's fucking fed up with everyone. Like, that's what he needs to have. And, like, I actually literally thought it out, though, because the way that his fur is, because there was one point where, like, there was, like, fleas were really bad that year, and he ended up scratching, like, his chin a lot. And so, like, it's almost like he has a beard, because, like, it's not like he doesn't have fur there, but, like, it's just, it almost looks like it's a different color, because you can see, like, I don't know, it's really weird. It's almost, like, shaded. I don't know, it's weird. But, like, it almost looks like he's got, like, a beard, but, like, Manson also is not caring, so he probably had, like, not keeping up entirely with the facial hair. He's got, like, the stripes on his back, so I gave him a striped shirt. He also has a more triangly, like, long face, so that's why he's got a long face. And then I was like, he even bigger ears that are kind of pointy because he's a cat, you know. And I know, like, Sophie was over, and she's like, you really thought this out? And I'm like, yes, I thought this out, because drawing Manson as a human is very important. Andy, why didn't you answer back to my text about what hair I should draw Manson in? Because Mom just keeps saying I need to draw him in freaking emo hair. Like, the emo hair that's not actually emo hair, but it's kind of emo hair from back in the day. But, like, we were thinking more of, like, just short hair, and I kept thinking he would wear, like, a beanie or something, because he was too lazy to actually do anything with his hair that day. Yeah, that's what I have so far. I don't know, maybe if one day, when I finally finish this, maybe I'll do, like, a sketchbook tour. Who knows? I'll have to be how much I draw, which I'm drawing at least 1 to 2 pictures a day, so, yeah, I guess, that'd be, like, what, like, a third into the next year, by the time I'll finish this. But yeah, it came with, like, 4 sketchbooks, because this is, like, a 4 sketchbook pack. This is the Pentalic 365 challenge pack, so, yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. This video is probably already too long, but I mean, I haven't posted in a while, so I guess okay. I've already gotten off the game because I'm like, no, I want to watch YouTube and draw because I'm getting fired. But, yeah, just, I'm going to try exploring tarot with drawing, which also that was the other thing with Withered, which is what I'm calling the fan fiction. I want to make a Major Arcana tarot deck, which I've made a tarot deck before. This one I'm going to paint like all digitally, kind of like what I did with the Oracle one, but like it's going to be better because I've actually done some stuff, a little bit of digitally stuff. Like, still learning, but like, is better. I already have the Fool done, and I have the Magician mostly done. I need to shade it digitally and do the background, which is going to be hard. Yeah, because it's in a forest. Half the card is like a living forest, the other half the card's a dead forest. And each of the major cards are based off the chapter, which are already based off the major, so it's not hard to figure it out. I already know like what the net falling cards are gonna look like. I just haven't like drawn them out yet because like I've just been like, oh, let me try this character, let me try this character. Like I've just been like drawing like smaller things too that I knew would fit in this because I'm like, oh, my sketchbook's coming, you know. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is kind of like a vloggy video talking about like other stuff, but like, yeah, at least I'm getting something up. You know, I already know like obviously like when I get stuff for Christmas, I'll show off like decks and like anything else that's metaphysically altery kind of stuff, like I did like last year, and then I'll probably do like a favorite decks that I got this year too. I know that like this is basically also going to take the place of also like the thing I started last month with the whole like does this shelf. Because I was so tired I didn't do too much like I read the one book though like really quickly. But yeah, and I didn't really use much decks either, so I'm just going to keep them all here, and eventually they can migrate off, and I can migrate some other ones off. I'm just kind of giving it a break, just kind of drawing and writing instead. Books I did read, I read the whole Mystic Fairy Tarot guidebook. Like, that was really cute. I like that one. I also really quickly finished Queer Magic, and I really like this book. This is really interesting and really cool, and I freaking flew through it. But like, yeah, I did really like that one. I read that in the beginning of November. Like, I think I finished it before the week had even ended. But I didn't end up reading the other one that I wanted to read, because I read the Mythic Tarot guidebook instead, which is the guidebook. The Mystic Fairy, I didn't read the Mythic Tarot guidebook yet, which I need to. My bookmark probably smells absolutely terrible. I need to air it out, because the book smells like cigarettes. Not too bad, though. Not too bad. And then the other book that I had started to read, but I didn't finish because around that time. I have 2 nice bookmarks, so that's kind of like what my limit is for like not picking up a ton of books. It's like my 2 nice bookmarks means that I'm reading them, you know. And the one that I had decided that I was going to read alongside that one, which I guess, I don't know if I'll finish this month. If not, then it'll be the January book along with whatever other one. Which is The Thousand Autumns of Jacob D. Zoet. I don't know how to pronounce things. By David Mitchell, which I have a few of his books. I've just not read them. I really like the Cloud Atlas movie, so I was like, I'm gonna get the book. I'm gonna get some of his other books, because from what I've read so far, I like the style, and that was around the time that I bought a bunch of books. Well, I got a bunch of books for Christmas, that is, and I just haven't read them. So that's why I need to read more. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so anyway, I'm just from Aro-Tarot. That's been my month and a half in a nutshell of me just rambling as well, because I do that. I can't really help it. I can't even think about trying. I don't know of a coping measure for that. Like, how do you get yourself to stop talking? Especially when it's with a camera. Look at the time? But usually, I look at the time after I've already rambled, and I can't really edit it out, because if I start editing out, I'm going to edit the whole thing, and then I'm just going to be like, nah, it sucks, and I'll refilm it, and then the whole thing will start again in an endless cycle. But, yeah. It says you're already rambling again. Anyway, yeah, so I'm Des from Aro-Tarot, and I'm logging off, so bye!